up, you guys? It's your boy KarlisMusik, and I'm back with another interpretation, or better yet, an aha moment. Now, this aha moment comes from the relationship between the 2/5 chord progression and augmented 7 chords, right? 2/5 sounds a lot like the 2/5 1 chord progression. Hey, it is the same without the 1. Hey, okay, look, so I am going to unlock the augmented chords, augmented 7th, based on that 2/5 chord progression. Now, I do an explanation on the 2/5 1 chord progression. Check that out and let me know if I explain it enough. If not, I will do a more in-depth discussion on the 2/5 1 chord progression. But nevertheless, before we get started, let me bring down my keyboard. Yeah. All right, look. So where we start is our C minor 7, right? Now, I'm just going to call this out. I'm going to give you 12 2/5 chord progressions, which are prevalent in jazz. So make sure you remember these. These are something that you can use, right? So I'm going to start with C minor 7. I'm just going to call these out, right? So C minor 7, F7 with a 9, B minor 7, E7 with a 9. B flat minor 7, E flat 7 with a 9, A minor 7, D7 with a 9, A flat minor 7, D flat 7 with a 9, G minor 7, C7 with a 9, G flat minor 7, B7 with a 9, F minor 7, B flat 7 with a 9, E minor 7, A7 with a 9, E flat minor 7, A flat 7 with a 9, right? D minor 7, G7 with a 9, D flat minor 7, G flat 7 with a 9, and back to our C minor 7, right? Now, all those dominant 7 with 9 chords, those are going to be our augmented 7 chords, right? So let's just call those chords out again, right? So we have our F dominant 7 with the 9, E dominant 7 with the 9, E flat dominant 7 with the 9, D dominant 7 with the 9, D flat dominant 7 with the 9, C dominant 7 with the 9, B dominant 7 with the 9, B flat dominant 7 with the 9, A dominant 7 with the 9, A flat dominant 7 with the 9, G7 with the 9, right? G flat dominant 7 with the 9, and back to our F7 with the 9, right? All those chords are going to be our augmented 7 chords, but we're just going to change the bass note. Now look, let's say I start again with that C minor 7 chord. Now all I'm going to have to do is move the minor 7 note down a half step and then move the bass note down a half step. We have our B augmented 7, right? So let's start with that B minor 7. Move the minor 7 down a half step, move the bass note down a half step. Now we have our B flat augmented 7, right? If we start with our B flat minor 7, we move that dominant 7, or that minor 7, excuse me, down a half step and move the bass note down a half step. Now we have our A augmented 7, right? Ooh, nice, 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 nice. Now if we do this A minor 7, move that minor 7 down a half step and then move the bass note down a half step. Now we have an A flat augmented 7. All right. Now A flat minor 7, you got it. Move the minor 7 down a half step, bass note down a half step, G augmented 7. Ooh, it's getting nice, right? So G minor 7, move that minor 7 down a half step, move the bass note down a half step. Now we have our G flat augmented 7, right? So now G flat minor 7, move minor 7 down a half step, move the bass note down a half step. Now we have our F augmented 7, right? I might as well just go chromatic down from here, right? E augmented 7, flat augmented 7, D augmented 7. Nice. D flat augmented 7. You can just keep going, man. C augmented 7. Good stuff right there, man. If you want to get the tasteful, lush sound of it, I'll just start here. B augmented 7. B flat augmented 7. A augmented 7. A flat augmented 7. G augmented 7. G flat augmented 7. F augmented 7. E augmented 7. Don't get so excited, man. E flat augmented 7. D augmented 7. It's getting muddy now. But you have 12 augmented 7 chords based on the 2-5 chord progression. Now, isn't that a